What ramifications? Oh, this is a deep one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What ramifications have you seen when management or direct reports avoid conflict? We know that there are a lot of people watching who are saying, "Oh, this sounds good for you, Willie or Joyce." I don't like it. I run away from it. So, what have you seen, if you can, with both direct reports and management who are conflict adverse?
When you don't uh, take the conflict head on and address it, uh, it becomes large. It becomes bigger, and you have personalities that begin to intertwine and to begin to think of different things about each other or whatever the case may be without sitting down as adults and addressing it head on.
Mm.
Um, I know I see a lot of problems that happens when you have certain individual that's not confrontational, but this is that has anything to do with you know being confrontational. I think it has a lot to do with respecting each other,
Thank you.
because it's very important, and for us to grow, uh, we have to be on the same level uh, as men and women, um, in 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 the corporate world or in the management world, or leadership role. You have to be on the same level, on some type of level where um, the conflict needs to be addressed. You
Yes.
it going on untouched, or not being attacked or touched on. A lot of things grow from that, and steady. You begin to grow closer. You begin to grow so far apart where it starts to affect your daily business.
And what you just described, Willie Jones, is unhealthy conflict. And
Absolutely.
I write a newsletter, and I think the second one was all about the difference between healthy and unhealthy. You hold it in, leaders,
Yes.
and it turns into unhealthy conflict. You go home and you talk about with your family, and it gets worse and worse and worse. You get to work, and you as a leader start just concentrating on the unhealthy conflict versus taking a risk. And it's not just taking a risk, Willie, it's knowing
Yeah.
how to start that tough conversation. And once you learn, and oh my gosh, all you have to do is follow me on any of the things that I write. It's always about how to start that tough conversation. That's when I think people who are conflict averse, once they say, "Hey, she's right. How do you even
Yeah.
start it?" Well, once you start it and you feel more confident, that's the word you've used a lot today.
Yeah. Oh
You're
yeah. You got to address and you got to be able to notice the energy that's in the room as well. On where to start, because if you don't observe the energy in the room, and you start off the wrong way, it could go left really fast. But then again, it could come back, and everybody's on one accord. But you have to observe the energy that's in the room. You got to be able to discern that, or it could go bad really quick.
The
So
thing is, though, what you just said is so powerful. Many times people just they don't know the power of that energy in the room. They ignore it. And it's a
yeah,
huge detail.